So here we are. Dad and I have travelled out west in the South Burnett region. A good friend of mine is also helping us for this treasure hunting adventure, but this is an old community called Proston. Another one we're interested in is Highsville, and we're going to start over here where the old police station was situated, where my friend's parents reside now. But all these areas here, this was an old church originally here. And there's a butcher and bakery, and we've got the old railway station. I did do some research here to see the history of the Proston area. That shows all the different areas where the railway line was established in 1923. That's where everything really started to boom through Proston and Highsville. It was all related to the railway station being established. But yeah, Highsville's about 10 minutes back through where we came through. We had a bit of a look, but we're going to start here at Proston. Beautiful old community, and as you can see by the history there, there's lots of options, lots of good options to search and explore. And we're going to stay at my dad's mate's place and have a few beers and a fire tonight, and then get up early tomorrow morning and do some more detecting. So this is the old community of Proston. Give it a go first, and we'll record any of the good discoveries that we make. So just under this landing was the front entrance to an old police station, and my friend said that even the little doggies here had clawed away and dug up pre-decimal old pennies and so forth under here. And I just got a strong signal right here, which was a 21. And it is indeed, that definitely looks like an old King George V Commonwealth of Australia full penny. So I'll just clean that up, see if I can get a date off there. It's in pretty old, a little bit corroded, but I think I can see 1920. I'll clean that up. I think it's 1921 by the looks of that. Okay, here it is. This is a Commonwealth of Australia 1 penny, 1920. So it's the the second day of 2023. So this is over a century old, 102, 103 years old. The other side's seen better days, but that would be King George V would be on there. But that side you can clearly see Commonwealth of Australia 1 penny, 1920. So I'll have a bit more of a look here and see what else we can uncover. Okay, we've come out the back here, and there is a nice distinct signal there. That's saying 29, only pretty shallow, but 29 on here. There's 29 on there is potentially one of the older shillings, 1910 to 1945. So let's see if it is. Okay, well let's have a look here. The ground's pretty hard. It's only pretty shallow, but usually
down 20 inches deep and all that stuff, and yeah, a lot of those machines, yeah, thousands and thousands, you know.
Let's have a look here.
Have got a coin.
That is an old. That must be a kangaroo penny, because the kangaroo pennies, for whatever reason, register higher than a Commonwealth of Australia penny. So when King George VI was when they transferred over to the roo pennies, and they must have a slightly different amount of copper or something. Yeah. So that's seen better days, but that's got to be a kangaroo penny. Let's Yeah, that's what that one was, that 1952 rue penny. That's why it was ringing up near the silver shilling numbers. King George VI, kangaroo penny 1952. Been hit by the mower a couple of times obviously, but last couple of times I've been detecting I haven't found any pre-decimal coins, so this is good to find these old pennies. And we got a couple of good places to go to after this as well, where I reckon we'll get a couple of the old silver pre-decimals as well. So just around the back here, that was that old kangaroo penny there, just next to this tank stand. Stable signal of 24. Pretty stable signal. Right there.
You can edit it anyway, yep. Wherever you go, there's a lot of metal.
Okay, let's have a look here.
Yeah, make it easy, wouldn't it? Definitely something there.
Yeah.
Went to Dennis and I'll be there for 2 days before I started. Something's wrong with it. No. Dennis doesn't mind it.
Ah. That is not
What
no
is that?
penny. That's not a penny.
What is that? Aluminium. That's a belt buckle or something. Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but that's
Belt
not,
buckle. Yeah, you got the holes there.
definitely not a penny.
Wonder how old that is though.
There you go. Okay, this area here is about 10-15 minutes drive from where we were at the old police station in the town of Proston. This is the Speedwell area, and the information here was mentioning the Speedwell Baptist Church, 16th of April 1916. Existed here for 51 years. In 1967 it was then relocated to Proston. So this site here, where my mate's family member resides, he rang her up and gave permission for us to come here, but this was the exact site for the Speedwell Baptist Church. So we're going to detect around through here. An old bottle tree up there too. Detecting around another bottle tree here. So we'll see if we can discover any old pre-decimal coins in this location. So we detected a bit out there, and just coming down through here we found out that this was most likely the entrance to the church through this direction, and the old church was situated pretty much exactly where the house is. So see a lot of the old farming implements here. I did get a signal just to the inside of this. There's a signal there, a higher signal. Give it a look, see what it is. This signal that we got earlier did end up being a coin. Very hard to do the pinpointing on this red, highly mineralized soil, but if you pull it away from the hole, you know whether it's still in the hole or out, and that's, we were hoping this was a silver coin, because 2-cent coins ring up at 28 as well, the same as some of the silver coins. So that's what this one is, our old 2-cent coin. Just for interest's sake, let's have a look what year this one is. Yeah, so this coin is a 1974. So this church, Baptist Church in Speedwell, stopped in 1967. So this being 1974, this is probably related to this the house that was built after they took that, relocated the old Speedwell Baptist Church into Proston, is what the history of it mentioned. So we might head up there, see if we can get a bit closer to the older pre-decimal coins. So we have pinpointed a better signal here, but as we were talking about, just noticing the layout of this ground here, where this old church was situated here, someone's definitely come in with a dozer and pulled the soil up to make this upper embankment up through where the old tree is. So it goes right around the other side as well. Not really getting any coin signals, but as Dad pointed out, coins could be displaced up here on the bank, like real deep under the ground. If someone shifted coins around, ground around, the coins get shifted with it. But this signal here was a little bit higher number, potentially the coin, so we're giving this one a bit of a look. Heavy mineralized ground, you've got to use the detector to kind of identify where it is. So yep, so it's definitely in that. So if you crack that open, hopefully we can stumble upon a coin. We can even do like the gold, how the gold detectors go. They wave it over, put it back in the hole. Not in that one. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? Oh, I don't think it's a coin. No, I don't think so. What do we got there?
None of those fancy key tabs.
No, unfortunately not a coin, but it is circular. So, that's nothing too special. So we'll fill this hole back in. Thanks, Dad. I'll fill that one back in, and we might actually go on the other side of that gate where they may have parked the cars or pulled up on their horses back in the day. No, we're attending the old church here. Up through there. That's where we're heading. Hey, we're starting to get a little bit disheartened. We found a 2-cent coin, and we've seen the ground's been moved around a fair bit from the original church days. But Dad has hit on a good signal here, and Brad and I have done a bit of good teamwork and lifted it up, and we have seen, we don't know what it is yet, but if you have a look in there, that's definitely an old pre-decimal coin, and it doesn't seem to have much corrosion on it, so I think we should be able to get some good detail off that. Let's see how old this pre-decimal coin is. Yeah, we might do a little bit of a live clean on this, because you see it's got a nice green patina. It could be a Queen Elizabeth. Let's identify the monarch. Oh no, hang on. That's not Queen Elizabeth, is it? That looks like King Edward the Seventh.
That's all. Yeah,
that's King Edward the Seventh.
Not, I don't know if it's a penny.
Yeah,
That's Edward the 8th.
No, that's
Edward the 7th.
yeah, King Edward.
That's older than
yeah,
1910.
Yeah, well, 1910. King Edward the 7th only appeared on one coin. Was in 1910. See, King Edward the 7th.
That's Edward the 7th. That's from 1901 to 1910. He ruled from. That's before King George the 6th. That's before
King George the 5th. Yeah.
That coin's either from 1901 to 1910, and it's in pretty good condition too.
Yeah, and they were only appeared for 1 year on the Australian coins, and before that they were the English coins, weren't they?
Yeah, that's definitely Edward the 7th. So that coin's over 100 years old.
Yeah, that's prior to King George the 5th.
Yes, hit his father. We just need to get a year off the penny.
Okay, we're going to clean this up and then we'll come in and when we discover the year, but that's definitely
Edward
the 7th. Awesome. Okay, yeah, so we have cleaned it a bit. We haven't wet it or anything, but just cleaned it with the toothpick and rubbed it. That's King Edward the 7th, and if that is indeed Lady Britannia. This was before Australia minted their own coins. This looks to be a 1906 Britannia 1 penny. So I've only ever found about 4 or 5 of these before. But you can find them even in the 19th century. This looks to be 1906, doesn't it? 1906, which is that's not in bad condition for a coin of that age. King Edward the 7th. Okay, after finding that awesome Britannia King Edward the 7th penny, we've come down up a bit further up the road, probably about 4 or 5k up the road, and this was where the old school was established, August the 12th, 1912. Right in here. It's a bit overgrown, but we're going to give it a bit of a look and see. Might give it half an hour. Through here, you can see maybe the old entrance through here. We'll see if there's any area in amongst the grass we can have a bit of a look. So we come down on the inside of the fence here. Came round through some lantana, cactuses, but out through here, this has got a really nice feel to it in here. I don't know how we'll go with detecting, but just this habitat in here with this beautiful old tree for a start. There's actually a few. These are fig trees, aren't they, Dad, these ones? They look like it. Beautiful old tree. This is a nice area in here. Old ants nest here. But yeah, shame the ground is so thick with grass, but might be lucky enough to find an old relic or an old coin. We'll just spend about 20 minutes here, I think, before heading back to Proston. Then we're going to have a look at the old railway depot there. So I reckon Dad has discovered actually where this school was. That's the car over there. That's where those beautiful fig trees are over there. But this little section here with some macadamia nut tree, fence posts, little fenced off area through here. There's a scorpion. And there's a signal just to the side here. What's that coming up? 46 is it? That's of the Minelab Equinox 705. That might be worth having a look. I'll just get my other detector and see what numbers are coming up on that. Okay, we've come up from the old Speedwell area back into Proston, And my good mate here, Brad, and his family have lived here for long. So this was the old, where the railway terminated here at Proston, wasn't it?
Yep, platform. Bit line used to just finish down the end there.
Yep.
Our platform, all the stuff, butter factory was over there. Here.
So this was built in 1923, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty well. The old Terminus Hotel was across the road.
Yeah,
Service stations all along here. The town's pretty well booming. So.
Yeah. So, and that was the old South Burnett butter factory there, wasn't it?
Yep.
That was the other place they were talking about, that everything really boomed with the railway station and butter factory.
Yeah.
And when that closed down, the town declined then, didn't it?
Become a stock feed place, it did too. But yeah, the railway line went that way, back around, went over Highsville and all that. So yeah.
So that's here, isn't it?
I also had a sawmill down there further. You got the two factory dams still down there. I had a little sawmill down there as well, up further.
Yeah.
The two dams that I drew their water on.
So we're going to give this area a go. Let's see if we can uncover anything in this area.
You think the amount of stuff that would be coming from the railway line into here and going back on, well, you know, who knows, like what? I know the butter factory is over there, there's a lot of stuff, like, look at all the junk over there, like, you know. Yes, there probably would be, but...
Right, we were at the railway depot there, but we got a couple of signals, and we did notice that somebody had already been recently detecting there, because we've seen the hole. They'd already even left a bit of aluminium in there, which we picked up to clear out of the ground. But up here at the old Catholic church, has been here for a long time, got a good signal here, and just have lifted that up, and lo and behold, that is definitely a silver pre-decimal, little silver threepence. So we're going to clean that up and get the detail out of it, but it looks in quite good condition. Yeah, so this is definitely a little silver threepence. We're going to clean this one up with a bit of lemon juice in here. I'll squirt that on. Just let that dissolve a little bit of the sediment for about 20 or 30 seconds. Yeah, look at that, Brad.
That's neat.
Let's hit it with a bit of lemon juice.
Yep, King George.
Yes, 1942, which means it's the 92.5% silver ones, and anything before 1945. Okay, yeah, that's King George VI threepence. That's a little wheat threepence. 1942. It still needs a bit more of a clean up on that side. Need to use some bicarb soda for that. But that's definitely 1942 King George VI silver threepence there to 92.5% silver. High silver content before 1945. After that they changed to 50%. So that's a good discovery. Love finding these little silver coins. Okay, that's where the little silver threepence was. I just come down beside the tank stand. There's the signal here. Nice signal there. 27. And 26 is an old 1910 to 1945 silver sixpence, and I have lifted it out here. Yeah, and that is, look at that, that's 1918. 1918 silver sixpence. That'd be the King George V. 1918. Been sitting in there for over probably about a century. Just to the side of the entrance here, the old church. (1918), so 105 years old. So I'm just going to give this one a little clean to reveal. It's one of the higher silver content, being so old. There it is. King George V. It's in pretty good condition for a coin that's 105 years old. That's actually pretty good condition, so that's an awesome find. I'm real happy with that. That's 2 silver coins now. That's got to be the find of the day so far. 1918, 105 years old, silver coin. Awesome. Okay, right in front of the entrance here. What do we got here? That could be a little threepence. That's sort of feeling like it could be. It's not lead. Lead is 19. Had a couple of bars of depth too, so. Hey!
Not again.
Look at that, it is too.
Threepence.
We called it, and it was. Oh, I just touched the edge of it with the thing, but unfortunately, that's what it is.
Where you been?
That we got a
Sixpence.
105-year-old sixpence over there, 1918, the coat of arms, and I'm pretty sure I just touched the edge of it with my thing there, but
I saw it when he dug it
yeah,
up.
what I'll do, I'll spray that with a bit of lemon juice, but that's another wheat, I think that's another wheat threepence, isn't it? We'll clean it up and reveal the detail, eh? Yeah, look at that, but a little bit of lemon juice. Can you see that? 1950, isn't it?
Yep.
King George VI, 1950, silver wheat threepence. That's the 50% silver ones. That's why it was registered in 16. The other one was up higher than that.
Okay.
Could be in there.
Little button thing there, I think. Yeah. What is that?
It looks like a bullet.
It does, doesn't it?
Who would they be shooting out the back of the Catholic
idea.
church?
Wait till I show you.
This could possibly just be a 2-cent coin, but I'm wondering why that's such a 24, 25. I think 2-cent coins are more like, generally more like 26, 27. So most likely, I don't think there's any pre-decimal coins that size. That's definitely Queen Elizabeth II on the back too.
10 cents.
That's got to be a
2
2
cents.
cent coin. Wonder why that's registering lower than.
I think we did have a circumstance like that.
Yeah, that's a 2 cent coin, but registering lower than usual for whatever reason. So we uncovered that one from there. We'll just fill that hole in. And Brad has found on the Xterra detector a strong signal down there. It's another coin, but we got 3 silver coins in a row there before up here at this block, so we can take a 2 cent coin and see what these guys have got happening over here. So yeah, that was the 2 cent coin that we had our hopes up with, as always with those 2 cent coins. Such a good signal. But there is another coin-like signal here as well, so we're going to see what this one is. Ah, that's another coin, isn't it?
Brown double.
I think that, yeah, that's a good old frill. Look at that. That's 2 frill neck lizard coins in a row. We got 3 silvers in a row, so we can handle a couple of old frill neck lizards, eh? Not a bad ratio. We'll take that.
Well, detector the coin.
Yeah, so this is officially my mate Brad's first coin. He identified it, isolated, pinpointed it. 1966, so still an old coin when you think about it. 2023 now. 1966, that's the first year they were produced. Good on you, Brad, you got your first coin, mate. Got a couple of the lead heads off the nails there. We did find that 2 cent coin there, and just up the hill a bit further. There she is. That's 3 2 cent frill neck lizard coins to go with our 3 silver coins. So, but we did get that 105-year-old silver sixpence. So can't say our time was wasted at this old church. We're just going to stay for another 10 minutes. It's nearly beer o'clock. It's getting close to beer o'clock. Knock off for the afternoon. We do have opportunity tomorrow to do some more detecting, but we got some icy cold beers in the back of the van in the esky, and gonna have a fire tonight, so I might just spend another 10 minutes or so here and then call it a day, I think. Got a strong signal here. This was a strong 23, and we knew before we pulled this out of the earth that it high likelihood to be a 1 cent Aussie possum coin, and that's exactly what it is. But 23 can also be a one of the newer model shillings as well, so when you get those signals of the 2 cent and 1 cent coins, they can also be something a lot older and a lot better. Okay, we promised this was the last, definitely the last target, no matter what it was. And it is a 22 caliber live bullet in front of the old church, of all things. But it's actually a 22 caliber, but a shorter style bullet. This is not the standard size, this is a shorter casing, so pretty interesting. So we'll call that an afternoon. Good afternoon. We found 3 silver coins, including a 105-year-old silver coin, and at the old Speedwell church block Dad discovered a Britannia penny, King Edward VII. So that's been a good afternoon. We'll just look forward to having a few beers tonight and a nice barbecue and a fire, And we've got a couple of different locations keyed up for tomorrow. Get up early tomorrow morning. So this is the next morning. We've just come to the little community of Hivesville. The railway line was established in 1923, and then the town sort of was built on from there. You got the old hotel over there. There used to be a theatre. Just looking at some of the history here. So it goes back a long way. Store and hotel, cinema. The community we were at yesterday, Proston, sort of Hivesville and Proston were the two main town centres during that early era. So have a look around this old hall. My dad's just talking to the neighbours in the surrounding properties. But yeah, it doesn't look like this has been mowed for a while, but it's still definitely detectable. Could have been people that have already detected these old places in the past, but we'll give it a go, see if there's anything remaining. So I just thought I'd start up near the steps here. First little signal is a coin over here, but not a pre-decimal coin. That's a little 1-cent possum coin, probably in the late 1960s, usually they are. So that's what the first one is. Okay, see if we can go a bit older, find some pre-decimal coins. Okay, that's the next target, only a metre or so to the side of the other one. Aussie 2-cent frillneck lizard. We won't worry about any of the dates on these ones, but got to get on to those silver pre-decimals. There's got to be some pennies and half pennies, potentially some threepences and sixpences and shillings. I've even found a florin at an old hall before, so be good to find another one of them, that's for sure. Okay, these old stairs here. I was going to swing my detector under these stairs, but look, sitting on top of the earth here, I've never seen this before, but sitting on top of the earth, not even underneath, that is actually, you have a close look at that. That is actually a pre-decimal ram's head silver shilling sitting on top of the ground near this old post. I swear that is, it is too, look at that. That is, and when I clean that up with the lemon juice, that'll come up really clean. But yeah, sitting on top of the earth, I've never seen that before. That could lead me to believe this place has never been searched thoroughly before, for that to be sitting like that. I'll clean this up with the lemon juice and reveal the detail on this one. Just let that lemon juice dissolve on the coin, and when you rub up this with a toothbrush here, and look at that, that's got it with a little bit of lemon juice. 1952 King George the 6th. Nice condition. Ram's head shilling, silver shilling, just sitting on top. Just over there. So, and also Dad has called me over. I think he has also discovered potentially a silver shilling over the other side, so I'm going to go around there and check that out now also. So just come around the back of the hall here, and Dad has definitely unearthed an old pre-decimal coin, but if I put that, it's slightly bigger than the shilling, so we think that, would that be a copper halfpenny, Dad? Or is that a full penny size? No, this could be an old halfpenny. Looks like probably a really old Commonwealth of Australia halfpenny coin. I might actually clean that up and see what it is, Dad, if you can. I'll just try this method first. Yeah, just cleaning that up. That is actually over another. Oh no, that's 1927 actually. I thought that was 1920. That's 1927. We might go out into the light. Doesn't seem to be focused. Oh, that's better. See, that's a 1927 Commonwealth of Australia halfpenny. So that'd be King George the 5th. Yep, King George the 5th, 1927. So close to 100 years old. So well done, Dad. That was a good discovery. Awesome. Okay, moving on to the next one. That's where Dad found that old halfpenny, and just come over here and got this signal has jumped around from about 24 to 28, and it is a coin. This is a full penny coin. I'll clean that up to see exactly what that one is, but it looks like another really old coin. Yeah, I've just cleaned this one up a little bit. This turns out to be a King George the 6th, 1946 kangaroo penny. So you're getting some good old pre-decimal coins around this hall. Got a feeling we're going to find a couple more at least too. Okay, that's where that 1946 kangaroo penny was. And look what we've uncovered here, only a couple of meters away. You can see where it's been sitting for. That looks like another kangaroo penny. Let's clean that one up to see what year this one is. Just showing Dad this clump here. So that's where you can actually see where that coin has been sitting for all this time. And you can nearly see an impression with some detail on there. So just thought I'd show that before I clean that up. But it looks like a King George the 6th. Thanks, Dad. So definitely another King George the 6th. Australian full rue penny. A little bit harder to see the date on this particular one. But this would no, they changed over to Queen Elizabeth, I think, in 1953. So for this to be a King George the 6th, it's prior to 1953. Can't quite see that. That might be 1950. But yeah, that's another good old pre-decimal coin discovered here at the old hall. Okay, less than 2 minutes later, I just stepped over here and uncovered another penny. That looks like another King George VI kangaroo penny, I think. Oh, it was registered up 29, so that's usually too high for a Commonwealth of Australia penny. So this has got to be another kangaroo penny. I'm going to clean this one up and see what year this one is. So yeah, this is another King George VI Australian root penny. This one I believe is 1952, so this was the year prior to them changing over to Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, see if we can get a silver coin. Might be a good discovery for the next one, hopefully. I've only ever found one florin, so I've been always keen since to find a florin coin. I think it was a 1946 florin that I found, which is the year they changed over to 50% silver. So my goal is to get one prior to 1945, if possible. This little pigeon up here. Yeah. Wondering what all this noise is, but there's all these awesome pigeons up here. All different breeds and varieties. They obviously live up inside this area here. You can see one. See where they've been nesting up in there. So I did come around this side where those pigeons were, along there, and I did get a coin. But we're back to the frillneck lizard this time. 2-cent coin. We'll keep going down there. There's got to be a couple more pre-decimals down here for sure. Okay, that is another coin. Up a bit close to the old steps. Pretty sure that's going to be another 2-cent coin. They got such a good signal, these 2-cent coins. You'd swear they were a silver coin or a penny. But there it is. That's 2 of the frillneck lizards in a row. We'll keep heading down here. So we moved on from the Highsville Hall and just going to duck in here to the Monjaw Hall just for half an hour on our way back through to Kilkeven. So we'll see if we can find anything here. This is an old hall that my parents even remember attending this hall, and when they grew up in this region, attend this public hall here. So let's see if there's anything we can find in half an hour. Okay, first little shallow target over here. There's a coin. Got that. That's a little 20-cent coin, that one. Okay, that's just a 2005 20-cent coin, that first little discovery at the Monjaw Hall here. Okay, second little discovery. This only about 10 centimeters away from the 20-cent coin was there. Just over here, this outpops. That looks like a pre-decimal, definitely a pre-decimal. Looks like a halfpenny. Like an old one too, Commonwealth of Australia halfpenny. Clean that up to get some detail on that, hopefully reveal the date. But that's yeah, that's an awesome discovery here. Another pre-decimal coin. Yeah, look at that, that's another old pre-decimal coin, over 100 years old, 1922. 1922 halfpenny, King George V. Now the 1923 halfpennies, the Commonwealth of Australia halfpennies, are worth actually a lot of money, but there's not many of them that were ever produced. This is the year before, 1922, so that's awesome, 101 years old. That's a great little discovery here. Okay, just come around the back of the hall, just to the left of the steps out the back. Dug a lot of lead heads off the nails and a bit of a silver spoon. 25, 26. That should be a another halfpenny, but this time it's probably a kangaroo penny, because they seem to ring up higher than the Commonwealth of Australia ones. So just clean this up to reveal the date on this one. Yep, that's what that one is. That's a King George VI, 1943 Australian half rupenny. That's the second halfpenny at this location. I'll just give it another 5 minutes, see if we might find one more, but if not, head back through. So we found that other halfpenny in the back. Dad and I have been working as a team, and we worked our way down here. Probably dug about a dozen lead heads off the nails, but lo and behold, that's definitely an old pre-decimal coin. 21. That must be one of the older. That must be one of the older ones again. The Commonwealth of Australia. We've got a 101-year-old halfpenny around the other side. That's what that is. We'll clean that up and see what year it is. Yeah, well, there we have it. That's another one that's over a century old, 1922. That's the same year that I got around the other side with the Commonwealth of Australia, one halfpenny, 101 years old. This one's a little bit corroded, but it's a King George V. But yeah, we'll make that our last one, and it's been a good adventure. We're going to head back home to Harvey Bay, but just call in for a little bit of a look at the Kilkeven area where they do the gold mining, and there was a bit of a gold rush in that region back in the day, so there's a good camping area there as well, so it could be a future camping adventure in that region. Okay, here's the overview of the treasure hunting adventure. When we went, Dad and I went out to Proston and Heisville and Mondua, and we'll start with some of the rubbish. Got plenty of the junk, of course. There's fairly trashy sites actually. This is all lead heads off the old style nails. That's what they look like in the full form. You get a lot of these ring up strong numbers, and of course everybody that does the metal detecting know about these things right about here. They come up in the penny range, and even silver coin range, being the aluminium. Some old cans, old style pull tabs. Don't know what that is, but that's metal as well. Some old copper or brass, and silver spoon, aluminium, a few other miscellaneous objects there. Yeah, with the coins, it was actually got quite a lot of the good old coins, including 4 of the silver coins too, which was great. We started off at the old police station where my mate's parents live. That was 103 years old straight off the bat, 1920, Commonwealth of Australia, King George V. Then we got this old Roo coin, 1952. It's actually in pretty good condition except for the being hit by the lawnmower. So I might put that on a bit of hardwood and put a rag over and give it a nice gentle tap with the hammer to flatten it back out so I can put it in my little collection of treasure hunting coin. This was amazing coin that my dad located at the old Baptist church block right up on the hill there in the back of Proston. That's a Britannia King Edward VII, and for a coin of that age, 1906, that's actually in really good condition. So that was one of the highlights of the trip, was that discovery there. That's that was before Australia had the coin minting processes down south, and were the English coins. Yeah, and then we went to Proston. Didn't have any luck at the railway depot there because someone had already been detecting there quite thoroughly, but we went up to the old Catholic church, got 1942 silver threepence. Then this coin here was another great discovery, 1918, so 105-year-old King George V silver coat of arms sixpence. Then we got the 1950 threepence. They come up really nice, these silver coins, with a bit of lemon juice, bit of bicarb soda. And then this was that awesome coin we found at the Monjor Hall. This was sitting on the surface underneath the steps. 1952 silver ram's head shilling King George VI. That's in really good condition. That was an awesome discovery. Then we Dad got onto this 1927 halfpenny in good condition, King George V. Made that discovery at the back of the hall just after I found that shilling. We ended up finding three more of the Roo pennies, 1943, 1948, 1952. We ended up going to another old hall in the Monjor area, 1922 Commonwealth halfpenny, 1943 Roo penny, and another 1922. So both of those two halfpennies are over 100 years old as well. Always find these coins. They have most of them from 1966 up to 1974, and that's 1966 and 1979 I think it was. And yeah, the old 20-cent coin at the hall as well. So that's overview of the treasure hunting adventure out there. Really had a great time with my dad, shared that experience. So definitely looking forward to the next time, so we can have an opportunity to head out and do some more treasure hunting and relaxing out in amongst nature. So that's a good start to the new year of 2023. Wishing everyone the best and look forward to the next time. Bye for now.